A lot of the time, man, we all get too caught up in the problems and not the solution. We focus too much on the problem itself, but we avoid finding the solution to the problem. You see, in these times, you need to have a problem-solving mindset. And when you're dealing with people, and you're dealing with people in business and all aspects of life, you need to have a problem-solving mindset. It's very important that you do. It's important to also dissect the problem, identify the problem, and empathize with people in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're having a problem with somebody else or just with yourself, or when you're having a problem with other people, it's important to empathize with that person, to understand that person's point of view and their side of things, right? It's okay to dwell on the problem for that particular reason. But first, we can only do that for so long until later on the problem is going to require a solution. Now we gotta resolve this conflict, right? Now we gotta find some type of solution to this problem that we're in. And just know that when it comes to this problem, we are dealing with failure, adversity, conflict, but these things are supposed to help us grow, right? We're supposed to learn something from this experience. We're supposed to come away from this problem better than we left it. You know, I'm the type of person to resolve things with people. I never like to dwell in any problems. So I don't do that arguing shit. You know, if I'm caught in a conflict with somebody, you know, if I have a woman and we're having a disagreement and we're both not feeling each other right now, well, last thing I'm going to be doing is arguing, going back and forth with her, raising my voice, because that's not something that I'm a big fan of. You know, she's going to lean more to raising her voice and, you know, being all aggressive with her tone compared to me. But I'm more of a type of person to resolve things, you know, come to a solution. And if we can't come to a solution here and we're going to keep on going back and forth, well, it's either we resolve things between each other or we just go our separate ways. Simple as that. You know, that's how you get to be with people, man. It's either we resolve things, we come to a solution, or we just go our separate ways, because I don't see the whole point in arguing with this person. I don't see any benefit to continue arguing. You know, if I'm not getting my point across and you don't want to come at me with respect and you don't want to come at me with some decency, and you know, you're acting all illogical and emotional and you just want to continue to escalate things, then I really ain't got no choice but to cut you off at that point, because I'm not being heard. So when I'm not being heard, or should I say my solution isn't being heard, then I'm out. Peace. I'm out of here. I'm out of there. I got no reason to continue being involved with you. You know, this goes for anybody. This goes for relationships, you know, business partnerships. This goes with friendships, you know, family members, etc. You know, you gotta be like that with everybody that you are around. you got to be like that with everybody that's in your life. You know, you can't let anybody get away with that stuff. You know, talking to you any type of way they want to, because they're emotional, because they don't know how to resolve things, but you do. You know? And listen, I've been around a lot of people that are not problem solvers at all. Instead, they're the ones that's causing the problem. You know, they're the ones escalating the problem. You know, they're the ones dwelling on the problem instead of trying to solve it. And this is where I come to the conclusion, man, most people anyway, they like problems. They don't like solutions. They'd rather sit on the problem and complain about it and make up all these excuses and bitch and whine and complain and moan about it than to think about it for a while and come up with some type of solution to improve the situation, right? Nobody wants to improve the situation. No, they rather just love the problem and avoid solutions. Because some people, bro, they just like being mad. They just like being angry. They just like being negative all the time. You know, those I would call more irrational type of people. You know, those are more like irrational people that just want to be mad all day. They just like to entertain problems and whatnot, and they're not going to figure out a solution at all. But this type of mindset just comes with getting older. You know, you need to have a problem-solving mindset if you want to grow in life. If you want to get further in business, relationships, friendships, whatever, you need to be able to solve problems. You know, you need to be in the business of solving problems, not escalating problems, not reinforcing problems, not dwelling on problems. You know, and you're gonna find out that having problems in life is not a bad thing. You know, as long as you're not trying to solve too many problems at once, and you're dealing with the problems that you already have right now. But the more problems that you have, that you go through, or should I say, the more problems that you solve, the better you are at dealing with more problems and effectively handling those problems. You're going to continue to grow, right? And, you know, when failure happens, when adversity happens, you know, you learn from that. You become better with adversity and failure. Because if failure and adversity happen for the sole purpose, and it happened for you to learn from this experience, then, you know, you did your thing. You know, you allowed the problem to help you in this sense. You know, problems are not supposed to break you down. They're not supposed to be a bad thing all the time. But like I said, man, problems, you know, they happen all the time. But my thing is, man, is stop dwelling on the problem. Stop falling in love with the problem and start focusing more on the solution. Find ways to resolve the conflict. So with that being said, you know, be more of a problem solver. You know, don't be starting problems. Don't be dwelling on the problem. So with that being said, man, This is Mr. Solo Dolo. If y'all can, like the video for the algorithm, subscribe if you are new. And I'm out, man. Peace.